My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and welcome to another message from your counterpart. So let's get into this. Now, I am recording from my ancestral home, so there are all sorts of noises that you're going to hear. Okay, so just have patience. I have no idea what's screaming or who's screaming. Okay, so just have patience. And I think it's going to be a short message. All right. I think I'll do a semi-trance message from your person. And then we're going to look into what else they want you to know. Okay. All right. So let me just let my guides come a little closer to me. 1 second. I hope it's not the rhyming person from earlier this week, because I can't deal with that. All right, let's see. It says, they're giving me something to read in the sky again. It says, guided by your light and yet blinded by it, I feel so inadequate. I know I pretend otherwise, but small is how I feel most of the time, especially when I'm in your presence or when I'm talking to you. Other people cannot see through me, and they cannot hear my screams, and they cannot understand me, but you do. This makes me feel weak. This makes me feel vulnerable. And I hate that, because it makes me feel powerless and like that child again. Today, I am laughing with others, but crying inside. There is an ache that I feel that cannot be washed away with the beverages that I will consume. There's a fire that cannot be quenched with anything that is available to me. There is a yearning that never goes away. Between us, there is a gift that is waiting to be unwrapped. I see that you are ready, but I am not ready to open that box. I am afraid. And they show me an image of someone. Their aura is mostly green, There's a tinge of yellow on the bottom and just a tinge of red. So this is someone who is very much drowning in their emotions right now. They do feel triggered, they do feel destabilized, but they are mostly in their heart space. And I'm hearing heart song. So it looks like your heart song is calling to them, and it's calling to, this unity, right? So I picked this up. It's calling for, it's time for this, but there's still some resistance in this person. The streets are calling them still. The streets are still calling them. All right. So let's have, we're going to go into the Heart of the Fairy Oracle deck. And let's see the energy that they're embodying towards you at this time. We're going to keep in mind their message and see if we get confirmation of that. But let's see what messages they have for you today. What's their message to you today? Okay. Let's see the energy underneath the deck. Underneath the deck is that card that has absolutely no description. They don't really know how they feel. They don't really know how they feel. Okay? They feel like an outcast, but in a good way. Because they feel like there's some kind of unicorn. Okay? Maybe you've told them that. Okay? They feel like that. They feel on top of the world, and yet they feel so low. They feel like somebody's playing them. They feel like they have enemies. They feel like they have a best friend. They feel like they have ancestral protection. I'm feeling like this person just feels confused. But even in this confusion, they feel more like themselves than they've felt in a very long time. Even in the midst of all the drama and all the turmoil that's in their heart, this person feels more alive than they've ever felt in a very long time. That's what I'm getting. They may also think that you're a unicorn and they are admiring you. And like they're flowing to the beat of your song because there was someone playing a pipe there. All right, let's see. The energy towards you right now. We have the heartless love. The heartless love. They feel like they're being blocked from you. Okay. It's a card number 23, and 23 reduced to 5. And the weird energy that I'm getting right now, it's not like you are the heartless love. It's like the divine is heartless. Because here they are, ready to rush in, and they want to be your rescue, and they want to be your champion, and they want to be your lover, but they are being barred from you. And I always tell you guys that trees always remind me of ancestors. They feel like the ancestor, spirit, creator is blocking them from access. They see you as the truth. You are cloaked in blue. You're absolutely blue. They may see you as a star seed. They may see you as something otherworldly. This reminds me of Avatar, and it's that kind of connection to the trees and nature, and that that awareness of one consciousness. You are all that. You are entangled in this ecosystem, right? The system of life, very much grounded, and they can't access you. They feel like the world is against them. They feel like creators against them, like the ancestors are against them, and they feel like this is punishment or lesson that they are learning. Let's see why they feel that way. They feel like they're being punished. They also feel that you are walking away from them. Your face is turned away. You see, look at this. They are razor focused on you, and you're like, couldn't be bothered. Could not be bothered. They think you're heartless too. We have the moon. We have stay safe. And we have the 5 of Swords. Right, so this has nothing to do with the present reality. This is them mind fucking themselves as per usual, okay? We have the 5 of Swords here. And they're mind fucking themselves because this is what the ego does. The ego always wants you to stay safe, okay? And stay in that low vibration. Okay, it's built its stories, it's built its programming to protect you from pain. But what the ego is really doing is protecting you from being your authentic self. And I think your person has some sort of awareness about them. Now they're definitely in divine feminine energy right now. Okay, they're being receptive, but ego is still trying to maintain the status quo, it's still trying to maintain the safe zone. But the moon is telling them something different. Now I do think that part of the reason why a person wants to stay in this safe zone is because they have a secret and they're afraid that you're going to find out. They have a secret. It's something big. See, my throat start play up. It's something they feel like they can't tell you. It could be something to do with a karmic energy or when they were in karmic energies. What do they want to tell you about that? We have Queen of Pentacles. That's you. They have done you some sort of injustice that you don't know about. Now, we do have the Seven of Cups. So this could be, they were playing around, trying to mess around with you, trying to keep you in illusion. But I think some of you know this already. Maybe you don't know the extent of their deception. And they're very afraid that when you do find out, you're not going to want to have anything to do with them. But there's a secret there. Okay. So they think you are heartless, greater universe heartless, because they feel like they can't access you. What do they want you to know at this time? They're having a wake-up call. That's my alarm. And it's my alarm for my eye drops. So they're seeing things clearly. They want you to know that. Okay, they're going through this awakening. And they're seeing things clearly. Okay? All right, so what's their message from you today? Besides that semi-trance one. Well, it is exactly like the semi-trance one. Okay? So they want you to know that they feel undeserving. They feel pathetic. They feel like a loser right now. Okay? They also feel angry at the world, at life, at you. And they're very concerned that you don't want to have anything to do with them and that they're not going to get a second chance to come back your way. They want you to know that they admire you so much. There's nobody else in the world that they admire more than you, and they are proud of your accomplishments. Maybe they don't say it enough. Maybe they've never said it at all. And they're kind of disappointed in themselves with that, but they want you to know that they are very proud of you. They are watching on at everything that you're doing, and they are in awe. They are in absolute awe of you and how you've managed to turn your life around and make a success. They want you to know that they also feel guilty about the way things played out and the way things went down in the past. Okay? They're uncertain about how you feel about them. And they wouldn't be shocked at all if you didn't want to have anything to do with them, because they know that they were horrible to you. Right? They want you to know that you not to take their treatment of you personally. Okay? It was them feeling purposeless. They just felt lost and they just didn't know how to deal with someone like you. They never met someone like you. They've always felt like an outcast. They've always kept themselves isolated in order to keep themselves safe. And they felt very threatened by you and your light. That's what I heard. And your light. So instead, they choose to focus on something just a little bit more predictable, which is the material world. And they thought they would be satisfied with that. They thought that they would be content. But this was just a crutch to prop up their ego. And they know that now. They know that they were just controlled by greed, okay? And they projected all their fears, all their illusions onto you. It's because it felt dead inside. It had nothing to do with you. It was just them feeling dead inside. And they have been going through the emotions for a long time. A long time. You are also part of their plan to wreak vengeance on the feminine. They've been hurt by feminine energy their whole life. They feel frustrated now because they don't have any access to you, and they're feeling very motivated to come towards you. It's just that they're not sure if you would want to see them. They have a lot of codependencies and they have a lot of toxic habits, and they're not sure if they're able to walk away from them because they don't know how not to be in pain. There's a person that's been in pain for so long that pain is their friend. They're not sure how to come out of that energy, and they feel trapped in their life that they created, trapped and numb, disconnected from everyone around them. You are connected to everything and everyone, and they feel connected and ungrounded by nothing. They also feel embarrassed by their actions. I'm going to go into the tarot and see if there's a message there, but this is the bulk of what they're saying, and it's exactly what we got in the semi-trance message. They just don't think that they're good enough. They feel like they're damaged goods. And there's a major secret that they don't want you to know. That's why they're staying at distance as well. They don't want to get too close. This person has a lot of things on their mind. They may not be getting sleep at this point in time. We have the Nine of Swords, but they're also worried. I'm really getting a secret from the past. And it's going to be different from all of you, all of you guys. But there's a secret from their past that they do not want you guys to know about. What else do they want you to know? We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is the past. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Five of Pentacles. I'm getting a message about the past and a message about present. What do they want you to know? They want you to know that the reason why they didn't invest in this connection in the past is because they felt inadequate. They didn't have the self-confidence like you did. They want you to know that they have always felt the tugging in their heart space towards you. But they felt that it was best to stay alone and to be alone, because they didn't want you to find out about the real them and their real circumstances. For some of them, they had money issues. They may have talked a good game, may have pretended that they were stable or even wealthy, and they're not, and they don't want you to find out about that. For some of them, they've lost their job, and this has really taken a toll on their self-esteem because they have always attached their self-worth to their achievements in the material world. They want you to know now that they're not in a position to focus on this relationship right now because they're going through dark night of the soul. They've been spending a lot of time alone. And yes, they want you to know they do spend that time feeling sorry for themselves most of the time. But a lot of the time, they do think about you. And they do think about sending messages to you. But they are afraid of your rejection. So based on what they've said today, what can we expect will be this person's actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? We have the Five of Wands in reverse. I heard defeating their inner demons. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. My gosh. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Two of Cups in reverse. It looks like this person's going to go through some sort of painful ending here. But Spirit is saying that this is necessary to eliminate anyone else that might try to interfere in your relationship. Your person has to go through this process and learn to stand up for themselves and stand up for their beliefs and set boundaries. That's what this person's doing. Seven of Wands. Set boundaries with some of the people that are in their life. And for some of them, it is with an older masculine energy. Now, this masculine energy could be in a female body, okay? But there's an older head, an elder. That's one of the major parties who are opposing your union right now. They want you to know that. But it looks like there's going to be some kind of big ending in their life, and it looks like in love, okay? And just as I'm ending the reading, the sun is coming out. So Spirit is saying the sun is going to come out. But your person, they got to cross this bridge right now. What's the message for you? What is the message for you today? What's the advice? Spirit saying, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. You know that song? Maybe you should play that song today. All right, what is the advice? Okay, we have building blocks. So it may look like total destruction now, but what's happening right now, Spirit is saying, is actually setting a firmer foundation for a real relationship. It looks like in the past, you guys might have been building some kind of foundation on some slippery sand. Okay, but now you guys are getting the proper building blocks. And it's about truth, and it's about intuition, it's about love. Look, all of them here. All the colors are here. So it may look like things are ending, but things are really starting anew. This is a card number 28. And 28 reduces to 10. Okay, which is an ending. But 10 also reduces to 1, which is a beginning. So, you know, the sun will rise in the morning. It cannot always be night. Oh, yeah. I go on TikTok sometimes. Okay, so let's see. Card number 28. What does Spirit want you to know? It cannot always be night. Until there's loads of noise. Okay. It says, strong foundation, a beautiful work in progress. You have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. Are they still true for you? Okay? So some of the foundations that you may have grown up with are maybe obsolete at this time. I know that for sure that's true for me. Especially in the past month, I've been really revisiting a lot of the things that we take, you know, as the gospel truth, pun intended actually, as the gospel truth, and just really questioning that and trying to figure out, is it really my truth, or is just programming? And just going through everything one by one and discarding and keeping as it resonates, you know? Will this stand the test of time and serve as a solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. And then for relationships, it says, when you see this card, know that you are attracting new relationships into your life and solidifying the ones you already have by building them on the foundations of honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. You are moving towards laying the groundwork for a relationship with a firm footing that will ensure it can withstand any storm. Long-standing relationships are also repaired and strengthened. You and the other person are stronger, wiser, and more powerful together than apart. And they're saying for prosperity now's the time to build on the strong foundation you've already laid for your prosperity. Keep in mind that these building blocks are imbued with the sparkling energy of your intentions. Own your dream and remember that you always have more than enough and you always are enough. So abundance is ever present. And I think your person needs to remember that as well, right? Your creativity is divinely inspired and the design for your life is taking shape in service to the world. You are meant for success. And that reminds me of a video, and maybe I'm going to link it down below. And it was a video from a kind of millionaires club, and they were there trying giving advice on how to make money. And I don't know what I expected them to say, but what shocked me was these millionaires, billionaires that you see on the TV, they all came and they had one core message. And that core message was, once you are in service to the world or others, you will be prosperous. And I said, wait, I never expected that they would say something like that. I never expected that. I thought they'd go through the usual tips about investment, blah, 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 blah. But they all said the same thing. Once you are in service to mankind, you will always make money. So that's something to remember as well. Okay? I'll tag it down. I'll put the link down below and maybe you can have a look. Okay? Alright guys. Take care. Bye.